Hey, it's Brad here with Rock Shop, and if you are a Redbubble seller, you probably got an email last night, or you may have seen it this morning, probably Rude Awakening. Redbubble is now announcing tiers and fees, and these fees are super high. So I'm going to tell you, kind of go over that. I'm not going to go over the email because you already got it, but I'll give you my thoughts on it and what you can do about it, and really what I recommend doing. Now, I'm Brad. I help people make money from things that they're passionate about. Also coach e-commerce brands. I've worked with 7, 8, 9 figure brands, and I want to kind of spread that knowledge to everyone. Okay, so let's go over these tiers and fees with Redbubble. Now, I started selling recently, and I'm with a group called Ecom Insider. I kind of coach and teach. I'm an instructor with them, and I did a course on AI. This is right when ChatGPT like really came out, right when they with 3.5 they released it to the public, and you also had Midjourney and all these that made like a couple months ago made a big splash. So we did an AI course, and I really went really deep into AI, and I was coming up with these really cool designs for print on demand. And I had an old like Amazon merch account that's kind of inactive. It's been there for since like probably 2017, I'm guessing. So I was like, why not? And use ChatGPT to create like some product descriptions and feature bullets, come up with tags, and really a minimal amount of time to do this with Amazon. And then I was like, well, I'll just do Redbubble. I've heard a lot about that. TeePublic, and just why not? Just I can generate some really cool stuff like pretty quickly, this quality, and just throw it out there. Now I have my own site, this Shopify site. I call my guinea pig site, and some of these went on there, but a lot of these really didn't fit with the niche that I have with that. And it's also a way to test it. So anyway, so my account is like pretty new. I only have like around maybe 50, 60 designs I've kind of thrown up there, and just a couple sales. So here's the thing. So my account, of course, is standard, and I'm guessing that pretty much 99% of like Redbubble sellers are going to be in this standard account. And I imagine they probably came up with this because I'm just guessing, but they probably had a flood of new sellers come in because the gateway is a lot smaller now. Like before, you'd have to like go to maybe create a Fabrica or a Fabrica, or just use templates, or hire someone on Fiverr for these clip arty designs and do that. Now you can like really generate some really cool stuff, and then even with Canva or Kittl, like make some really cool designs, from it, like pretty quickly. So the barrier to entry, you don't really have to be a graphic designer anymore, or hire one. You can do it pretty easily yourself. So I imagine they got like a flood of new sellers, and this is just me thinking. And I'm guessing that they just flooded it with like crap AI stuff, just like AI images, just throwing it. Because you don't want to do that. You want to make something first. You want to make sure it's a quality image, and next you'd probably want to infuse different elements, like using Canva or Kittl, like some text or some effects to it, or something. Not just the raw output onto a shirt or coffee mug or whatever it is. Okay, so I'm guessing that's probably why, but this is not the way to go about it. With Amazon merch, it's gated. So you have to apply, and they have to accept you to even sell on it, and then they have these tiers, but the tiers are structured in the amount that you're allowed to have, how many products you're allowed to have on it, and how many products you're allowed to list per day. And the more you sell, the more you have on it, the higher up you go with your tier. Redbubble took the opposite approach, and they're like, okay, we're just going to, if you're not in one of these higher tiers, we're going to just charge the crap out of you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a comparison to show you why Redbubble, I don't even know why anyone would really waste their time on it. And honestly, I don't know. I may close my account. I may just leave it up and kind of see what happens. But I mean, I wasn't spending much time on it as it is. So I really don't know yet, but let's just a quick overview of the tiers. So the standard is, free shop front, okay, global audience, right? If you're on Google, anything on Google, you're going to have a global audience, right? Full control over your pricing, customer service. Oh my God, they're going to actually offer customer service. Wow, how innovative. Okay, global printing, inclusion marketing, blah, 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 email support. Again, this is just in any business should have this stuff, right? Now, this is where we start going with um, the things that you get if you're in premium or pro. And this is an email newsletter with tailored tips and insights. But you know what? Why wouldn't you offer this to everyone? Why wouldn't you offer this to even people that may have opted into your Redbubble list and that are not selling on Redbubble? This is a way to get them into your ecosystem. Again, this is marketing 101. It's really just crazy. Advance notice of sales dates. Again, opportunities to create licensed fan art. So now you can't use their licensed fan art program. I don't know really how many people use that anyway, because the amount of IP infringing designs on Redbubble and like TeePublic and Etsy and all these places, eBay, is like staggering. Okay, and then you have more things like a dedicated account manager, more feature opportunities, increased marketing. Now, the way to level up, the thing that they said, it's not on here, but it essentially says that it's based on these data points that they have. And again, they don't give you any set criteria for what it takes to level up into premium or level up into pro. They don't give you that. It's all arbitrary. So they say it's based on sales data. However, I know just reading in comments this morning from different YouTubers that there are people that are selling. They're probably in the top 1% of Redbubble sellers. They're doing like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month in revenue and sales just off Redbubble that are still in the standard fee. So it's not that. I think what their primary thing is, they want to have someone that is really driving traffic to Redbubble, someone with a lot of engagement or traffic coming from their social media, be it like TikTok or Instagram or whatever. I think that's the metric that they are looking at, because I've also seen comments of new sellers that have sold zero sales that are accepted into premium. So I think that's their key thing. And here's the thing. Why would I want to drive traffic to Redbubble when the commissions are so little, even without their new fees? It's just so small. When you could drive traffic to your own site, your own business, where you own everything, and you can do all these cool things, like um, you can build your own list of customers, like their email or SMS list. Their SMS would be their text phone number. So you can build that or retarget them and do all these cool things. But instead, Redbubble wants you to drive it to their site, where even if you drive traffic to one of your designs, it's Redbubble with millions of designs. So, the chances are that if they're going to buy anything, there's a good chance that they may buy from someone other than you. Okay, so let's go to the pricing structure. I think it's right here, overview of the new account fee. Let's click that. Understanding how the account fees. Okay, so here we go. Okay, let's just go down here. Here's an example of how it works for Redbubble standard accounts. Okay. For one thing, your artist earnings are calculated at the end of the pay period. This is another disadvantage of really all of these places like Redbubble, Amazon Merch, TeePublic. You get paid once a month, right? If you have your own Shopify store, you get paid probably like the next day, typically within 24 to 48 hours. The money's in your bank. Okay, so So you sold products worth a retail of $300 in total and made $75 average. That's with a 25% margin. Okay, your account fee is based on the total earnings of 75 and it's a flat rate of $28. So you're $75 on a kind of a small 25% margin. That sucks. With print on demand, that is not good. So it's now reduced to $47. Okay. If I do not meet the payment threshold, I think it kind of rolls over to the next month. Blah, blah, blah. But here we go. So here's the earning bracket. Okay, if your earnings is from $2 to $2.99, that's the 50% $1 fee. So if I earn at $2, they're going to charge me $1 and I only make $1. If I'm at 3 to $3.99, my fee is $1.45. Let's go up. Let's say maybe we're doing like it's not good, but it's not horrible, but I'm making some sales. Let's say I'm at the $50 to $59. A $22 fee. Again, almost 50%. That's 40 something percent. I'm not going to do the math in my head. But most of these fees, they're going to be in like the 39 to 50% range. You can just go down the list here. Now, the key is if you're doing $500 or more, and I imagine probably 90% of Redbubble sellers, maybe even 95%, are making less than $500 a month in revenue on Redbubble. You're hit with a $92 fee. Now, that could be $500, that can be $5,000 a month. $92. Okay, so as you sell more, it's not as big a hit. But the thing is, if you're on Shopify, if you have your own site, it doesn't have to be Shopify. It could be WooCommerce, it could be BigCommerce, but your own site that you own, then that $92, that could be your Shopify fee every month. That could be a SMS service like PostScript, where they do automated SMS emails. It could cover if you're doing MailChimp for your email automation, or it would cover part of like Klaviyo with your email. This is just like Redbubble just being greedy. Now, let's look at Printful. Now, Printful is one of the POD services that we recommend. I recommend. They have amazing quality. I guarantee you that the quality from a shirt on Printful is going to be much, much better than what you get on Redbubble. Okay, now the thing with Printful too is they're probably the best as far as like shipping time and also quality. However, they're probably the most expensive. There's some other ones that you can do that are still going to be really good. They're going to be maybe a little bit less. So to give you an idea, like a basic t-shirt, unisex shirt on Printful is like $9 or $9.50. You can, most places are going to be in the $8 to $12 range for their shirts. Okay, Printful is you're going to start at like $9.50, and then it goes up from there. So they're going to be a little bit more expensive, but there are other ones that are still good. Similar to Printful, they're going to be a little bit less. But this is from Printful's website. They go over Society 6, and I believe they did the same thing that Redbubble is doing. Okay, profit with Redbubble and profit with Printful. Okay, so we look at frame prints. You get for a price of well, let's look at shirts. Okay, Society 6. For a shirt that sells at $25.99, you're making $13 with Printful. I'm not sure which shirt that is. Profit with Redbubble is $8. And even that sounds pretty high, so I'm thinking that is with a probably higher than average profit margin. So I'm thinking most Printful or most Redbubble shirts are probably you're making like $4 or $5, maybe even less if you have like a smaller profit margin on it. Okay, $2.60 with Society 6. and then 13. So you can see these differences here. Sublimation tote bag. Okay, you can see the profits here. A phone case. But look at these average profit margins, like Society 6, 15%, Redbubble 7.4%. And guess what? This doesn't include the fees that 99% of sellers are now going to have. So that's going to tank to probably less than 5% on average. 4 to 5%, let's say. It's going to be your profit. It's almost nothing. And then 57% with Printful. And again, if you have your own Shopify site, not to say Shopify because they're number one in America. It's very inexpensive to get started. You own everything. You can build your list with emails, with SMS numbers. You can do retargeting. You can send email campaigns. You can do all this really cool stuff. You have total control over everything, but it is a business. There is work. You have to put the work into it. Okay, so anyway, I've got a link below because I do want to mention this. If you're looking to move from Redbubble, and look, if you're just starting out, if you're not familiar with print on demand, then doing like Amazon merch or Redbubble or TeePublic is a good way to kind of get started, getting used to it. However, if you're experienced, if you're already selling on Redbubble or these other sites, you could go use Printful with Etsy, but honestly, with Etsy, you're going to be in the similar situation because they're going to charge, it's around 10% commissions. Then you have listing fees. Commission could be up to 15% if someone came in from one of their Facebook ads from your product. And you have all that. Now that's a step towards having your own site and your own business, but you're still not building your own list. You're not doing all these other things where you can really grow and scale your business to really make this a full-time where you're just crushing it. So I've got a link in my comments with our Ecom Insider program. I'm also going to have a link with where you can book a call. So if you're experienced, if you've done print on demand before, you can do that. It's totally free. I can talk. We can look at your designs or whatever, and it's just a free strategy call. And I can say, yeah, you might want to join our EI group, Ecom Insider, or maybe not. Maybe you should, do this first. So I can kind of give you that feedback. I'm going to tell you like it is. With what I do, it's almost like a John Taffer or Robert Irvine or Gordon Ramsay with like Restaurant Impossible or Bar Rescue or whatever. We look at sites, we coach, we help them sell more, generate more revenue, build, grow, and scale. So I've got links in the comments to that. Again, I work with them. I do not make any kind of commission or anything off of it. And really, it's a really good thing if you want to start your own store, because with our Ecom Insider program, you have like 90-day coaching for the onboarding. We've got all these courses. We've got all these live calls. The calls go over everything from Facebook and Google ads to copywriting to email and SMS to critiquing your store and your business. Technical help, like how do I do this on my store? How do I set this up? So totally recommend it. If that's something you're looking to do, just hit me up. It's in the comments. But anyway, I can't believe Redbubble did this. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Like I said, it's just one thing. The one thing I did like about it is it's a good way to kind of get feedback on your designs without spending money for like Facebook ads. So I can just look, even if it's not selling, I can see if people are like liking it. If I see the little hearts or whatever, I can tell, okay, this design may be promising. So maybe this is a niche I want to add as my own separate Shopify store. Or if it's close enough to a current niche, maybe add this as a new collection or something with my current store. But anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe. I'll be adding more of these videos, I think. But anyway, Redbubble, what the heck?